Welcome to 2016 and the new Marvel Legends Spider-Man Wave 5. Come one, come all to the next chapter in reviews from G1 Toys. We decided to start the year off with the newest Spider-Man wave to jumpstart our review channel. A handsome set of villains and allies grace the screen before us, and we intend to bring you the backstories that will also jumpstart your appreciation for the collecting world. So sit back and enjoy these amazing Spidey stories. You may be asking yourself, who is this Ben Reilly? It sounds like a catchy name for an anchorman, but in fact, we are talking about a clone that was infused with Peter Parker's mind, created and conjured by the Jackal. First appearing in the Amazing Spider-Man number 149, eventually appearing in the Earth 616 universe, this web-slinging doppelganger reminds loyal Spidey fans that science can reignite our hunger for classic heroes. For our next installment for Wave 5, A Doer of Destruction, we have James Saunders, aka Speed Demon, appearing first as Whizzer in Avengers number 69, and finally Speed Demon in Amazing Spider-Man number 222. He flaunts superhuman motion and reflexes he acquired from ingesting an advanced chemical cocktail. Will these guys ever stop drinking viscous substances? I feel the answer cannot be yes in a world where we rely on acts of lunacy to create supervillains. And on a lighter note, we come to a blonde from another dimension. In the age of string theory and parallel universes, we stumble onto a concept of alternate realities, and this is where Spider-Gwen comes in. On Earth 65, it is said that Spidey's beloved Gwen is actually the one who gets bitten by the radioactive spider and acts out as the Spider-Girl of her world. I wonder who takes her place in our reality when her neck is snapped. Hopefully it's Liz Allen. She was a total biatch to Spider-Man. Trick or treat, true believers! We now come to the one known as Jack-o'-lantern. Is this just a pumpkin man out for revenge from those Jack Chop parodies? No, but many have held the throne of this menace, and our current unknown operative from Earth 616 dons the man behind the mask, claiming to be the arch enemy of Agent Venom. Talk about a troubled youth. Jack was kidnapped as a child and trained to be an assassin. After murdering his parents, his fate was sealed as a remorseless product of his childhood kidnapper, the Crime Master. If killing is his business, business is good, and he roams the night with his flying broom while he gives his targets a dose of acid candy or a swift headlopping with his scythe. And if that doesn't scare you, his demon robot army will. Another baddie to join our newest Spidey wave is Morbius. First appearing in Spider-Man number 101, Mr. Michael Morbius was looking for a cure for his rare blood disease when he stumbled upon the only means to keep him alive. This antidote, however, turns him into a living vampire who must feast on blood to survive. This is no run-of-the-mill vampire. You cannot use conventional means to dispatch of him, which makes Spidey's job a little suckier. No pun intended. Inject the Venom. First appears in the Amazing Spider-Man number 300. Everyone knows this story, and it's a good one. The alien symbiote costume that Spider-Man sheds due to the suit trying to control him attaches itself to another reporter named Eddie Brock. Of course, after it's found a new host, Spidey can't detect it, and Eddie goes on a spree of disaster. This makes Venom one of Spider-Man's most dangerous foes, but makes for a kick-ass looking villain. It's never enough to name an incredible band after a bug. Oh no, Marvel felt the need to name a villain one also. The Beetle is one of many other Beetles to share this title. And with approximately 350,000 different species, we can see why. This particular variety is fashioned after Janice Lincoln from the Earth 616 saga, daughter of Tombstone and apprentice of Baron Zemo. She holds all of the powers the Beetle armor gives her. Foe to the Black Widow, Captain America, and Spider-Man, she has a lot on her plate, even if it is just plants, leaves, and seeds. Now we come to the main attraction. This once boxer, Carl Creel, was a member of an extortion racket. He became a puppet for Loki and was inadvertently given a potion of Asgardian herbs. These herbs gave him the ability to absorb any physical property of the objects he touched. I'll tell you, if I had these powers, Jessica Alba would need a 24-hour surveillance. Okay, so I thought I'd bring in one of the old Marvel Legends boxes. This is the Agent Venom Walgreens exclusive from Marvel Legends Infinite series, and of course our new Legends series Venom. Now I'm going to kind of go over some of the differences on these boxes and show you up close what I'm talking about, but I really do like the new way they've done the boxes better, and I'll tell you why as we go. But first and foremost, biggest change they've made so far, there's this curvature now in the box, there's curvature then, I should say, in the box that they used to have with these figures, which kind of just narrowed in the figure. It didn't allow enough room for everything they could actually put in there. I think that this new style is better because it comes straight down and it allows more room for extra hands, more head swaps, things they could throw in there to make the figure just that much better. So I really like that change. Down here it does say Marvel Legends Infinite Series. Down here just says Marvel Spider-Man, and the font for Venom and Agent Venom are different, as you can see here. I don't know which one I like better. I think I like the fact that they kind of advertise this more right here on this one, but I do like the fact that it does say Legends Series up here. I think that's really cool, and it was a well thought out plan. It looks good, and it works for the figure. So they have the Hasbro logo still on the side on the right there. On the top, they both do have emblems still, so I thought that was cool that they kept the emblems going on the top. This has that newer Spider-Man emblem going, which is cool looking. This one would usually say Build-A-Figure on the top right there, and it would say it in this font right here, up here, if it was part of that, but this particular figure was not part of that series. But this new one does have the Build-A-Figure up there, because it is, and it has a different font as well, and it's a little smaller, a little bit more subtle. I like that a lot better, actually. And then on the side, man, this is night and day. You can see that there's a little bit of gloss on the old one, but there's a really nice sheen on this new one. If you can see it in the light there, it just shines like a mirror, like glass. I love it. And some awesome artwork too of Venom, by the way. And then if we turn these both around, take a look at the back of them, we can see so much better artwork here and so much better gloss. If you look at this in the light, look how much that shines just through and through. This one has a little gloss over the figure, but it's just a flat background, which is kind of plain looking and kind of boring. Let's just admit it. So here are the figures to make the Build-A-Figures on the back. They've done that a little differently, and they've raised it. Of course, it's a little up high. It's up a little higher now. But I just love the way this looks so much better than the old version. I'm starting to like this new font better than this old font a little bit. It's starting to grow on me. So all in all, through and through, this new figure is definitely done better with the box. So what we're going to do next, we're going to open these guys up, and we're going to show you their articulation and their special features next. And we're back. We're talking about the new Spider-Man Wave 5 Marvel Legends set, guys. It's looking really cool as a set. This is growing on me a ton. I've just let this sit here for a few days just like this. And, you know, these few days it's been sitting here, I've really let this set just become a part of me. It has grown on me so much, guys, and it looks great as a set together. Individual figures could use a little work in some areas, and we'll talk about that. But we're going to kind of run through the articulation and sculpt and then the accessories that these guys come with. And I'm going to run through this really quickly, guys. So I'm not going to get into a ton of detail, but you're going to get the gist of what each figure is all about. So starting from the left to the right, we're going to start with Jack-O-Lantern over here, the best looking figure in the wave. I think he is awesome. I love this translucent orange they got on his broomstick. They got some nice silver app there. His head sculpt's fantastic. He's got flames coming out of his eyes. He's got the nice flame head sculpt. It's just awesome all around. He's got this pumpkin ball he comes with over here, and he also comes with a scythe right here. As you can see, it's got some silver paint app on it and the brown handle with some silver paint app on the handles there too. So that's really cool. Nice little accessory that Jack-O-Lantern will come with. When you get the Jack-O-Lantern, you're going to get your left leg for the Build-A-Figure Absorbing Man. Now, I'm going to talk about a little gripe I had with this. The left leg has a really skinny peg that you can connect it to, whereas the left leg has a really skinny peg, whereas the right leg has a really thick and firm peg. So it makes the durability not as good. I don't know why they did that. It makes no sense to me why they would put a skinny peg on one and a thick peg on the other. But that's what they did, and his came with the skinny peg legs. So moving on into the next piece, you're going to get your Venom. Now, Venom comes with two head sculpts. The head sculpt you see here with the tongue, and then the normal head sculpt that you see with most of your Venoms nowadays. Nothing fancy here. He also comes with some extra fists as well. They're closed fists, so you can't even make him hold anything, so that's kind of a bummer, but at least he has them. And he's got the white on top with the black dot, of course, but that's your fist for Venom. Nothing too fancy there. All these figures, too, I might add, have the standard Marvel Legends articulation. There's nothing really above and beyond other than two of these figures, and I'll talk about those in a second. But getting into what Venom comes with is the head sculpt for your Absorbing Man. Now this head sculpt looks really nice. I like the flesh tone on this. The wrinkles there in the face look really nice. As you can see, the eyes are kind of, you can see the pupils are kind of offset, which gives them this like dorky look, and I kind of like that with that cone head. Man, this is really reminiscent of Absorbing Man, and I like this a lot. This is a really cool head sculpt. Moving into the second head sculpt that comes with Venom is this one right here. Now this head sculpt is fantastic. Look at this, guys. It's so nice. It's got the open mouth, and it's got the teeth here. The tongue's painted in there. So much detail and so much good sculpt on this head is amazing. It's fantastic. I love it. I'm going to mention one little thing I thought was funny. If you look at this head sculpt, you can see right there on his left eye, you have a gold eye that is so nicely painted. It looks amazing in there. But isn't that reminiscent of Manute from Sin City? I think that Manute's eye was on his right side, but still, this is really sweet that they did that with this Absorbing Man, and I love this. And the fade from the concrete there into the flesh, I mean, I couldn't ask for a better head sculpt. That is so nice. So very nice looking, Hasbro. Good job on that one. All right, so let's get into the next piece, which would be Spider-Gwen right up here in front. And now, a fantastic looking figure. I'm not gonna knock Spider-Gwen at all. She looks great. She comes with this little weird scarf thing with the spider pattern on it, which I'm not sure why they threw in here, but hey, we got it, so it's an extra piece, whatever. Moving on to the next piece, the Gwen Stacy head sculpt, and this is a really nice sculpt. I like the way the hair is sculpted there. It looks really good. The paint app is really nice. The face is a little bit shiny, but they all are, and there's nothing not normal about that. So it's a good looking head sculpt. I do like it all in all. The Spider-Gwen does not come with double jointed elbows though, guys. That was a big mistake. Hasbro, what the hell are you doing? You need to start putting double jointed elbows on your figures, on all your figures. Anyway, let's move on into the pieces that the Spider-Gwen will come with for your Absorbing Man, which will be one piece actually. And this is the worst piece of the wave for Absorbing Man, which is this ball and chain. It does articulate a little bit. The ball turns at the bottom there. But man, look at this gunmetal finish arm, and then look at that ball and chain. No match whatsoever. It looks horrible. Hasbro, what the hell are you doing? This figure is really cool. You needed to have a gunmetal finish on your ball and chain. I don't know why you're not doing that nowadays. This other arm over here looks really nice though. For the most part, it's got the nice stone feel to it with the nice airbrushing up here on top. It looks good. It looks, the left arm looks really nice, but that ball and chain has to go. I don't know what they're doing. Anyway, let's move on into Edge of Spider-Verse Ben Reilly Spider-Man. This is a fantastic looking Spider-Man figure. I'm really digging it, and the accessories it comes with is unreal. He comes with a grip of hands over here, no pun intended. And look at this. Look at the pile of hands that the Spider-Man comes with. That's pretty cool, guys. You got the web crawling hands right here. You got the web slinging hands. You got the closed fists. And not to mention that it comes with the Carnage hands as well. These big old fat boys here with these nice spider-esque looking fingers. So yeah, cool extra hands that come with the Spider-Man too. It does come with the Carnage head, which is pretty nice for the most part. I think that it does look like Carnage. On the back, you got the Spider-Man pattern there too. But man, when you put this thing on the Spider-Man, it looks absolutely horrible on him. So I just leave it off him. I'll probably never display him as the Carnage with the Carnage head sculpt. So I was kind of disappointed with that. But he does have some extra articulation. This is what I was talking about earlier. The shoulders have the joints where you can move the shoulders forward or backward. Very cool addition to that figure. And then also with Speed Demon, they did that too. I didn't really need it with Speed Demon, but they did it. So I was happy when I saw that. But Spider-Man, getting that shoulder articulation in there, hats off. That's a great addition to that figure and makes him one of my favorite in this wave thus far because of that. Now Spider-Man's going to come with the gunmetal arm finish on Absorbing Man back there, and then your regular flesh tone finished arm. And another thing I'm a little bit perturbed about was the fact that they didn't put any double jointed elbows on the main event. The main guy, main Build-A-Figure does not have double jointed elbows, but what are you going to do, guys? I might get rid of him just because of that. You hear that, Hasbro? I'm going to get rid of my Absorbing Man because you can't put a damn double jointed elbow on a freaking action figure. Thanks a lot. So anyway, going into our next figure, the Beetle. Very nice looking figure. Now this has got some nice paint app on it. I dig the purple. The translucent purple wings look amazing as well. The head sculpt looks fantastic. This figure looks really nice, and it's icing on the cake with those wings that are articulatable as well. But there you go. There's your finish. You're not really seeing the true color of this with the camera. It's more of a deep purple that you're getting with this figure. But man, fantastic looking Beetle figure. I am not complaining whatsoever about that one. Of course, there's no double jointed elbows, so F Hasbro because of that, but otherwise it's awesome. and the beetle there, she'll come with the going to be your right leg for Absorbing Man. So that's what you get with her. Next character, Speed Demon. Cool looking character, I guess. You know, nothing special to me, but he does have the cool shoulder. You can see the hinges of the shoulders move on him. He's got the extra articulation, so that's cool. And he does come with this accessory right here. Now this is a little car, and the head moves all the way around 360. And the weirdest thing, it does have head pivot as well. I don't know what gave them the inclination to give this little thing head pivot, but they did. Also, this flag is removable. You can take it right on out there, and you can see some of the detail of this car in the paint app if you want. If you take a closer look at it there, nothing really special with it. I wish the wheels would roll. They don't. You know, how hard is it to make the dang wheels roll? But they didn't. So what do? It's cool that he came with it, right? He also comes with some extra flat hands, and I'll just show you one of them here because the other one just fell on the floor. Anyway, this flat hand kind of reminds us of like a Silver Surfer type of look. I'm digging that. So yeah, it's cool that he came with the extra hands too. Thank you for that at least. All right, now with your Speed Demon, he is number 7 in the wave, so you're going to be getting with him, you're going to be getting the torso, which is a huge piece for your Build-A-Figure. So, you know, essential that you have him to have your torso for Absorbing Man. Lots of muscular definition on that torso, by the way, may I add. And moving into our last figure, we have Morbius. Now, Morbius is a decent-looking Morbius. I wanted a fantastic-looking Morbius, but I got a decent-looking Morbius. And I'm going to kind of go through this with you, too, on him. He does have some paint bleed from the black to the white. Right there. He does have a decent looking cape back here. I like that bat look on the cape that you can plug into his back there. You know, not a bad looking Morbius figure, but man, look at this, guys. Mine came with a bum leg. This thing has been just wobbling all over the place, and it's a nightmare to stand this guy up like this. Anyway, I'm going to try to stand him up again, and hopefully he'll stay. Yes, he stayed. And then we got a cape that he comes with as well. And, you know, just a standard cape, just a little bit pliable. You can stick it in the back there. That's the only piece you're going to get extra with Morbius. And when we're talking about Morbius and your Build-A-Figure piece, you're going to get the other set of arms. You're going to get your wooden arm, and you're going to get your concrete arm I showed you earlier. Now, here's your wooden arm. And this is a pretty nice looking piece, guys. This is really detailed. Awesome. I dig it. It reminds me of Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy a bit, and I dig that. I think they could have even made Groot look a little bit like this, and it would have been even better. The only thing I don't like is the little bit of flesh tone that they left on that arm as you bend it and articulate it there. But otherwise, a fantastic piece. And compared to that ball and chain that you get with Gwen Stacy, man, this thing's amazing compared to that. That thing's a piece of trash. Anyway, guys, really nice looking set. I really like the Spider-Man set. I don't think you should just run out and buy it right away or anything, but it's definitely got some figures you should own for your collection if you're collecting Spider-Man toys. So let's go ahead and get into their grading, and we'll show you that next. If you're looking for the G1 grading on this set, you've come to the right place. We're going to go ahead and start with appearance. Now, this set is pretty nice as a whole. I do think the individual figures have some issues in the appearance category, but as a whole, it's a pretty decent set. So I'm going to give it a 7 in appearance, and it definitely deserves that score. Into articulation, now the figures do have decent articulation. It's all standard except for the Spider-Man and the Speed Demon, which have extra articulation, which is really nice. The fact that the figures do not have the double jointed elbows, though, is going to kill the score a bit. I'm going to give it a 7 in articulation. Then into durability. Now, there's some big problems with durability in this set. The main guy, Absorbing Man, he's got a problem with his left leg. I didn't like that. Morbius had the issue with the loose leg, and he just is an overall flimsy feel altogether. Along with Jack-O-Lantern, his legs are very loose and very flimsy and hard to pose, and just feels like they're going to break. I don't like that. Of course, the Speed Demon has the same thing going on, and even poor Gwen Stacy over here, Spider-Gwen, has the twig leg syndrome going. So I didn't like the durability feel of this set very much. I'm going to give it a 5 in that category. And then into collectability as a set, like I said, it's fantastic. But individually, I think it could use a lot of work. So into collectability, I'm going to give it a 6, which is a fairly average grade. And then for their overall score, this set gets a 6.25. The rest of this year holds some amazing waves of figures to be released in the Star Wars universe as well as the Marvel universe. So stay tuned for our reviews, and don't forget to subscribe to never miss a post. Also, don't forget to check out our eBay store at G1 Toys 2015 and pick up some cool merch. Our stock rotates like a lazy Susan, so go check it out. Thanks for watching, and don't forget the G1 lesson of the day. If we're the only ones in the universe, doesn't that seem like an awful waste of space? Ponder this while you enjoy yet another G1 review and channel your inner toy. I just want everyone to know that I'm the man responsible for every parallel within the Marvel Universe, not Stan Lee. I have been creating rifts in the space-time continuum for ages. Let's do a rundown of my contributions. The Sentinels. Ben Reilly SpiderMan. The entire crime syndicate. Shh, don't tell Batman. And this was actually the DC universe. Yep, I go both ways. The Beetle! Spider-Gwen. Oh, what a tangled web we weave. And Darkseid, mint in the box. So you see, as a current member of the Justice League, and the reason coolness exists, I will continue making riffs for your comic enjoyment. Tally-ho! I just want everyone to know, I already knew Flash has been doing this for decades, so the next time he creates a rift, I have implanted a device that is temporal sensitive. It will react with his prostate. Let's just say he won't feel the desire to ever procreate again. Batman 1, Flashy 0.